Fresno State Bulldogs, and for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home, and these fans have shown up for the clash we have ahead of us. And the Bulldogs have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. And he takes this from inside, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. On the run, it's Duggan. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are
touchdown, Fresno State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. To 25, he's brought down at the 26. So Georgia Southern's offense will have its first possession of the game. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more, and there's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, he's got some space. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass, it's Winston. Got a man, it's Walker. He smashes his way through again. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Oh, better look out! Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. They'll line up for a second down play. send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Duggan. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. To the ground. He's got it again. Inside the 35. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good run and a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. It's caught. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense.
They're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is a short kick, but the problem is the angle. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Fresno State takes over. The offense will go back to work. This is just what they wanted, a quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Man, he's already got 43 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about...
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes down the right side. He's at the touchdown, Georgia Southern. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They've jumped on top right out of the gate, trying to add to a 17-7 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To throw, it's Winston. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. The field goal is no good. Guys, that field goal couldn't loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Fires to the big fella. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right. Running into the open space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
You talk about creating big plays in the running game like this. This makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth, and already inside a minute to go in the first. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Give him 88 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already have the going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Off the play fake on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Walker. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it.
There he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit. Turning it on! A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to throw, it's Winston. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Running back searching for a hole. Jukes his way for more. Kearney on the jet. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And I bet this This coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Walker. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Back to throw. It's Winston. And the timing just a hair off. And here comes the punt team. A low line drive and short kick. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They go to the draw. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Looking for a crease. It's down. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. They go to the ground. And he was running with authority, especially with that stiff arm for a solid gain on the play. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Fresno State. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Firing deep. ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. To the air, it's Winston. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He's got it down the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent, and they're already in the 2nd quarter. They've got over 200.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. That brings us to 3rd and goal from the 6 after they went backwards on the last one. Here comes the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Scanning the field, it's Winston. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Under fire. He makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Handoff to the single running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The quarterback takes a knee. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around.
He's got it on the outside. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldog. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 10 over Vanderbilt. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking to throw, it's Winston. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13. We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Reels it in down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking for a man. It's Winston. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Zings it complete to the right.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Motion from the back. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles.
And with that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Tight end now in motion. Touch pass on the right. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now I got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. And that...
Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but When you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Going to look downfield again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working, but at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Winston. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line.
You know, punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field, and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the hot hand. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Breaks into the open. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you some...
Touchdown, Fresno State! And they take it in for 6 more points. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready.
It's a fumble on the play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Takes it on the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll test the right side. Made a defender miss. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
To the ground with the back. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Fresno State. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Here comes the heat. Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Eagles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Finds his tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Foul. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And it's
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's got his man across the middle. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this is a punch to the gut.